Okay, I'd like to call to order the Township Council regular meeting for Tuesday, November 1st. If we could all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. In honor of the Feelies, Larry's going to sing, what's that, Dancing on My Own or whatever? Okay. Anyway, first item on the agenda is recognition. It's my honor, as it has been for my many years here, to present outstanding achievements to two of our young men who have achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. The first is Zachary David Boner, is a recipient of the highest scouting award, Eagle Scout, in honor of his achievement. A court of honor is scheduled for November 12th, 2022. Whereas the Boy Scouts of America is a vital force in the development of our youth through its many programs, which encourage the ability of its members to do things for themselves and especially for others. One of the major objectives in the scouting program is to develop citizenship through community involvement. And in addition to working for citizenship merit badges, Scouts are encouraged to participate in community service projects, and Zachary's community service project helped enhance the pavilion located within the Township Park on Smithbridge Road. To accomplish his project, Zachary directed a group of Scouts and volunteers to power wash the concrete apron, which was much needed, thank you, under the pavilion, and design, acquire materials, and build 5 7-foot picnic tables for use at the pavilion. Used regularly for concerts, community events, and a gathering spot for township residents, Zachary selected the pavilion as his project to give back to the community. Whereas Zachary of Troop 260 has proven himself to be an outstanding member of the Boy Scouts of America, having served as patrol leader, assistant senior patrol leader, and instructor. The Eagle Scout Award is a distinction that will follow him throughout his life. The second young man is Michael Brown Pelzar. I hope I didn't butcher both your names. Please forgive me. Pelzar. He is also a recipient of the highest scouting award, Eagle Scout, in honor of his achievement. A court of honor is scheduled for November 19th, 2022. Whereas Michael's community service project helped improve and enhance the sign in front of the Rachel Cole Library on Smithbridge Road. To accomplish his project, he raised over $4,000. Wow, good job. To fund sign improvements, Michael hired and worked with a local sign company to upgrade the electrical wiring and replace the hinges for the sign. Additionally, he directed a group of 16 Scouts and 6 adults to paint the sign, construct a stone wallflower box around the base of the sign, and plant flowers. Michael selected this project to offer better visibility for the library and provide community awareness of upcoming library events. Whereas Michael of Troop 260 has proven himself to be an outstanding member of Boy Scouts of America, having served as patrol leader and quartermaster. The Eagle Scout Award is a distinction that will follow him throughout life. Do I have a motion to approve these 2 certificates of recognition? So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Gentlemen, congratulations on your achievement. You come down here, we'll take a picture. Be ready. I will let you know when.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Great job, great job.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out. On the website is a list of all our upcoming meetings and events. The one that involves the board here or the council here, there are two. On November 15th at 7 p.m. in this room will be the 2023 proposed budget hearing. And November 22nd will be an ordinance hearing regarding small cell wireless facilities and stormwater management amendment. They are both at 7 p.m. The reports under Public Safety, Open Space, Sewer, Public Works, Building and Code Enforcement, and Planning Commission will all be made part of the record and entered into the record as such. Colleen, you had something you wanted to add regarding the veterans?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. We've gotten some requests into the township about recognizing veterans in the township, similar to how other townships may be posting flags to recognize service of their residents. And we've had some conversations about doing that. I think it's kind of tough in our environment to do that with the limited polls that we might have. But the idea came up about posting the names of our veterans on our digital display boards, both here in front of the township and in front of the park. We have a list of, I think, over 280 veterans already in the township. And I'd like to propose that in November, we would post the names of our veterans on our display boards to recognize their service to our country.
Amanda, I guess we would just have to put them up in shifts, so to speak, because we can't scroll on that.
Absolutely.
Right?
So I spoke with Lisa, our communications coordinator, and she's going to work that out for us so we can make sure that we have them scrolling.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
Okay.
As a veteran, I fully support that. Some of the signs I see throughout the county, difficult to read, especially when you're driving 40, 45 miles an hour. So I think they're a hazard. I like Colleen's idea very much.
Okay. In addition, I think, Vanita, you had something you wanted to add regarding Toys for Tots? Vanita? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. This is to announce to the township that there will be a Toys for Tots unit placed at the township building location belonging to Delaware County. This is a good opportunity during the holiday season to help with your donations. So please help them raise the drive.
One other thing before we get to the solicitor's report, we lost a very valued member of the Concord Township family recently. John Kemper passed away. John was on the Planning Commission from April 1st, 1974 through to 1978. He was on the Board of Supervisors from 78 to 83. Then he came back and filled an unexpired term on the Board of Supervisors starting in 89 and then was elected through 93. He was a charter member appointed to the Sewer Party Board in 1994 and also served on the zoning task force. He was a resident of Fox Valley, a very intelligent man and a great advocate for Concord Township. And part of why Concord Township is the great place to live is for service of people like John Kemper. He will be remembered by all of us. Next on the agenda is, go ahead.
Add something. My voice isn't what it is, but I would like to get a recognition for him at a future meeting. I intend to go to the service next Monday. I'll be speaking with some of the family members, and possibly one of the meetings early next year, we can do some type of a recognition for him.
Okay, good idea. Solicitor report, Mr. Donahue.
Yes, this has to do with the township property located at 620 Concord Road. Be advised, and as many of you know, that property was publicly advertised for an auction this past month. The minimum bid that was requested was $630,000. Be advised that we received no written offers in that regard, other than an offer that you'll be revisiting again this evening. That was not part of this public auction. The latest bid has come in subsequent thereto. That's all.
Okay. I was remiss in stating that we met in executive session, council that is, prior to this meeting regarding a real estate issue and a personnel issue. Township Engineer, Mr. Klein.
No report tonight. Everything else is on the agenda.
Thank you. Township Manager, Amanda.
Real quick, I just want to announce that the 2023 preliminary proposed budget is posted online on the website and has been advertised per the charter.
Thank you. Citizen comment. Anybody with any comments regarding anything on the agenda? Is it Karis? No. Okay. Yeah, if we're still here. Anybody have an objection to that? No. Okay. Frank, you have something you want to add? Okay.
Those of you who may not know me, my name is Frank Lamanna. I live at 26 James Hayward Road in the Sharpless Farm community off of Spring Valley Road. I'm here tonight to talk about hunting, specifically bow hunting. Sharpless Farm is a community of about 77 acres, 37 acres of which are open space, mostly meadow, dense brush, and woods. We are bordered on the north by 2 PICO substations, on the east by a PICO transmission line, on the south by Fox Hill Farm and a couple of private residences, and on the west by the Spring Hill townhouses in Chadds Ford. We were approached last year by a professional hunting group to bow hunt on our property. At the time, Code Enforcement Director Manos Cavadia stepped in and said that as per Concord Township Ordinance, I believe it's 240-09, 204-09, we would be in violation of safety zones. The Concord Township safety zone states that a hunter must be 150 feet from a property line. This goes against Pennsylvania Game Commission safety guidelines, which states 150 foot from a structure. We believe with 150 foot from a structure, with professional hunters, we could conduct a controlled hunt. Just a note, our bylaws specifically say no hunting on Sharpless property with one exception, and that is the sitting board of directors may call for a controlled bow hunt in order to try to control the deer population. So what I'm asking this evening is council and the township to review the guidelines on bow hunting in Concord, align it with the Pennsylvania Game Commission guidelines. I have all the information here. I'm not going to take up too much time because first pitch is 8:03. I don't want to be the one to hold anybody up.
You the man.
But just as a note, there are other municipalities in Delaware County and Chester County that do allow controlled hunts. The Borough of Rose Valley has a very comprehensive program that they instituted showing what can be done. They actually have 36 acres of open space in Rose Valley. East Goshen does it, and there are other number of municipalities. Also, the Pennsylvania Game Commission, I've become a student of this, they offer many programs to help municipalities throughout the state in dealing with this burgeoning deer population. So what we're asking the township is to review both documents, and in the event that we do update it, we would like to work with the township, Sharpless Farm, our residents, surrounding communities, basically have this a community effort as it is in other municipalities. The time has come. We all know the deer situation here. Like in Sharpless, there's probably close to 200 deer just on the 77 acres that we have. And they're starting to roam 24/7. At one time it was nocturnal. You saw them at dusk, maybe in daybreak. Now it's 24/7. They're all over the place.
Okay.
So that's if...
I think what I would like to suggest is the solicitor take a look at this and maybe report back to us at the next meeting. It sounds like a much more efficient way of controlling deer than using your car.
Yes.
So I think...
and I do have all the information if the solicitor or...
yeah, if you would share that with...
Frank, I'd appreciate any information you have.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
we'll
What I'll do
report
is
back next month.
I'll stop in, meet with you one day, give you everything I have,
Okay.
and then you can pass it. Thank
Sounds
you for
good.
your time.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
thank you. Anyone else? Public comment? Yes, ma'am. Please come up. I need your name and address, please.
Yeah, Good evening, everyone. My name is Shweta Arya, and I am at 9 Forwood Drive, Garner Valley, Pennsylvania. My day job is I lead an environmental nonprofit in Delaware, and I talk about solar all day. So I checked with my HOA lately for me to install solar on my house, and I was told that my bylaws, the HOA bylaws, do not allow for it. So today I'm making a case for solar here, just saying that, those bylaws that were written maybe a decade ago don't really apply today. It is prohibiting me from making financial gains on my property. I can put solar and save money. I don't know if you're aware, but there was an Inflation Reduction Act that was passed, recently, which will help me take 30% off my solar installation. So I'm missing out on those financial gains. That law is also, the bylaw is also unfair because it does allow solar installation, but does not allow solar installation in front of the house. But it will allow installation in the back of the house. I love my trees in the back, and I don't get any sun in the back. So the only place I can actually put solar is in the front of my house, but my neighbors have a problem. But there is another neighbor across the street who has had solar for the last 10 years and now probably paid it off and enjoying the advantage of really cool solar technology, which I can't. So I'm here to ask if the township will consider not thinking about, even if you don't want to think about how beneficial it is for the environment to move from fossil fuels to renewable source of energy, even not that, but it really opens up financial benefits for our residents when we go for solar, and especially with this huge tax credit of 30%, which cannot be ignored. So that's one thing. I live in Kirkwood Glen. Is my neighbor? It's a small one. But I'm sure there are others who are sitting on the sidelines and not putting solar. So I'm here voicing their opinions as well, that the times are changing, things have changed. Maybe solar was not very affordable back then, but now things have changed. And so I would like you to think about passing a resolution which will help people, residents like me. There's another point to be made. There are plenty of research available that shows when we have solar on our house, it sells quicker, and it raises the value for my property. So there are many things to
Okay,
think about.
ma'am, thank you very much, ma'am. And council has already requested that the township planner, myself, and the manager look into this very issue, and we expect that we will be amending or supplementing our ordinances after we've studied the issue.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
have one more point to make, though. I think I had brought it up before that a lot of municipalities have put solar on their township buildings, but I think last time when I brought this issue, I was told that folks will look into that. But again, the Inflation Reduction Act actually gives not only residents or businesses this benefit. Nonprofits can also get 30% back through, I think, direct pay. So it's really is economical, and I would like township to consider that. There are many townships in Delco that I'm in touch with, so I can put you in touch with others.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Ken.
Ken Hemphill, 39 Mill Race Place. To the solicitor, so the township ordinances can preempt HOA bylaws?
No.
I'm not going to comment on, there may be something else along the line that's going to preempt everybody, but I don't know what that is going to be yet, but I'm not going to speak to that issue at this point in time where we have it under study. We are looking at other ordinances in other communities. We're studying the federal law and the state law. So the state has incentives, the federal government has incentives. And this, we're considering all of this.
Because it seems like a fundamentally unfair situation where neighbors across the street have southern-facing rear roofs, and they can have solar on their back roof, but people across the street can't have it because their southern-facing roof is in the front.
I think what, and I agree with Mr. Donahue, we are working on an ordinance that will apply to the township. However, if the HOAs don't allow it, you have to change the minds of your HOAs. There are certain things people want to do in their yards now in certain HOAs that we cannot permit because they're not permitted by the bylaws of the homeowners association. But if you don't live in a community with HOA, we want to make sure we have something in place, or a commercial institution or a commercial user, if they want to use solar, they can. But that HOA problem is a problem, and I don't know what the remedy for that would be.
As a home rule charter, doesn't home rule charter code or ordinance?
I can't answer that question, but you will answer that in his
Yeah, I
development
think
of the
we're
ordinance.
getting ahead of ourselves here. I mean,
I agree.
the HOA can change their own bylaws,
That's right.
so you keep that in mind also.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, ma'am, I can't control your HOA. All I'm saying is, yeah, that's, we have to investigate.
Okay. Any other public comment? Mr. Goebel?
I see Concord Road North is going out for bid this month. Has the township made any decisions on 723?
No.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for it.
Anybody else? Okay, moving right along with the agenda, we have the consent agenda. First item is the council public, we will be approving the following items. Number one is the council public meeting minutes of October 4th, 2022. The following reappointments to the Planning Commission: Mark Elzer, term through 11/1/26, and Sarita Trevita, term through 5/1/24. Total expenditures for the month of $872,864.92, which is an October payroll of $153,884.13. Current bills totaling $440,891.75. Sewer bills totaling $278,089.04. The following certificates of payment. Number 5, final to JEV Construction for the sewer project, $85,841.91. Number 4A to Able Fencing, $13,666.60. Number 4 to BSS Contractors for the community center lower level renovations, $21,868.77. Number 1 to Old Philadelphia Associates, that's for the stone pointing on this building, $75,537. And number 2A and 2B to AF Damon for the road program, $42,160.39. Following bid award for third-party inspection services for the period 1/1/22 through 12/31/22. There are no financial releases. Accept as complete for filing the following applications: a sketch plan for extra space storage, expansion of 199 Wilmington Westchester Pike. The award is to BIU, $75 an hour. Thank you, Amanda. I knew you. I didn't know you were awake over there. Anyway, okay. Do we have a motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nate, you're going to handle 2 and 3, I think.
Yep, so Schoolhouse,
Nate, come on, baby.
sorry, I stepped behind there. You guys are moving so quick for me. Schoolhouse Lane,
Still got time to place a bet.
our surveyors completed field work for the deceleration lane design work. We are waiting on the parts, so our signal maintenance contractor can install the restriction of the left turn movement. Honestly, should be hopefully any week now is my expectation, so hopefully by next month, we'll be on top of it. Second was the Green Light Go. I had 2 suggestions that the township apply for PennDOT grants for. They only require 20% match. It would be for the Riviera Concord pedestrian crossings, and I don't think it's noted here, but also for the Newland Gristmill pedestrian crossing, where we would go in and enhance those pedestrian crossings to make them safer, more consistent with current standards. And my hope is if you guys give me your blessing, I'll plug away with that and have an update for next month.
Okay, I'm okay with it. Everybody else?
I move that we apply for those 2 grants as proposed.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
What's Glenview Road speeding?
You want me to take that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we've gotten some complaints on Glenview. Glenview is sort of a cut through between Schoolhouse and Cheney. And what we suggested is a couple things. One is Dan Moyer Public Works is going to install the variable speed limit signage there. Second, we're kind of hopeful that pending this left turn restriction being implemented, we might see some modification of traffic patterns in that area. And then last would be if you guys would like us to take a closer look at installing some no truck signage. There are some commercial uses in the vicinity in that residential area that if we put up some no traffic signage might help facilitate.
Okay, so
So
more to follow on that one.
Well, would you guys like me to pursue no truck signage for Glenview Drive?
Okay, somebody want to make that motion? Second? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, next is Resolution 44, 2022. It's the decision regarding the transfer of a liquor license to Rosalie Glen Mills LLC. This was part of a hearing that we had last month, whereas the applicant desires to transfer a liquor license to its restaurant located at 949 Baltimore Pike, Glen Mills, Concord Township, with the understanding that said transfer must be approved at a later date by the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board. This is for the Old Ruby's Restaurant, and it will be approved following, subject to the following conditions. Number one, the applicant shall conform with all rules and regulations of the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board. Number two, all of applicant's employees involved in the sale or dispensing of alcoholic beverages are required to undergo ramp training. Number three, applicant will apply for and abide by the terms of the required township permits and licenses. Number four, all sales of alcohol will end at 10 p.m. every Sunday through Thursday. The sale of alcohol will be permitted for 2 additional hours until 12 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Number five, bar seating is limited to no more than 15 chairs or stools. Number six, no outdoor bar is permitted. Number seven, signs shall be displayed at all times advising customers that no alcoholic beverages may be served or consumed outside the establishment. Number eight, no takeout alcohol will be sold by the applicant. Number nine, no outdoor music, DJs, or other form of outdoor entertainment will be permitted at any time. Number 10, each of these conditions shall run with the license unless modified by the Concord Township Council by a subsequent resolution of the Concord Township Council. Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 44 of 2022? Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Next is Resolution 45 of 2022, agreement of sale for 620 Concord Road. You mentioned this earlier. We have an agreement of sale for the 3.7 acre parcel on 620 Concord Road. Westlake Property Group LLC has offered to purchase the property for $630,000. We need a motion to approve this resolution.
So moved.
Do we have a second? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Do we have a motion
Aye.
to adjourn? Second?
Second.
If you need all in favor, say aye. Go Phils.
Aye.
Thank you for coming in.
Aye.